In a vast, sun-drenched meadow, teeming with the quiet hum of life, lived two little field mice named Puku and Puki. They were siblings, yet as different as the dawn and dusk. Puku *** was the meticulous, cautious one. Every blade of grass held a potential shadow. Every rustle in the breeze a possible threat. He spent his days tirelessly gathering the plumpest seeds, the finest bits of straw for their burrow, meticulously planning for the lean times. His tiny brow was often furrowed with a seriousness that seemed too grand for his small frame. He believed in hard work, preparation, and never taking unnecessary risks. One must always be ready. Puki, he'd squeak, his whiskers twitching with earnestness. Life is a serious business. Puki, on the other hand, was a creature of wonder and spontaneous joy. While Puku painstakingly sorted his grain, Puki would be chasing a dazzling butterfly, marveling at the intricate patterns on a fallen leaf, or simply basking in a sunbeam, feeling the warmth penetrate her fur. She was curious, adventurous, and saw beauty in every corner of their world. But Puku, she'd chirp, her eyes bright with discovery. Isn't life also about the dance of the flowers? The song of the crickets? There's so much to see *. Quote, their differing philosophies often led to gentle disagreements. One scorching summer day, Puku was diligently clearing a new path to a patch of particularly juicy clover. This will save us precious minutes during the harvest, he declared, pushing a stubborn pebble twice his size. Puki, however, had wandered off, drawn by the scent of something new. She returned later, her paws dusted with pollen. A tiny, rare wild berry clutched triumphantly. Look, Puku, I found a secret grove. The berries there are sweeter than anything. Quote, Puku grumbled, you waste time, Puki. While you were frolicking, I was ensuring our future. But you would never have found the grove on your usual path, Puki countered softly. Sometimes, going off course leads to wonderful discoveries. As autumn bled into winter, their different approaches faced their ultimate test. The meadow, once vibrant, became a stark landscape of white. Food was scarce, and the cold was biting. Puku's foresight proved invaluable. Their burrow was deep, insulated with his carefully collected straw, and their larder was stocked with his diligently gathered seeds. They were safe, warm, and fed. See, Puki, Puku said, feeling a surge of satisfaction. Preparation is key. But as the days stretched into weeks, even Puku's ample stores began to dwindle. His meticulously planned rations became smaller, his brow more deeply furrowed. He worried about the long weeks ahead, about the unknown. One particularly bleak morning, as Puku fretted over their dwindling supply of sunflower seeds, Puki piped up, remember that old, hollow log we passed on the far side of the meadow? Puku, the one where the moss grew in such funny patterns? Quote, Puku scoffed, what about it? It was far too exposed for a proper burrow. But I remember, Puki continued, her eyes distant, seeing a family of jays drop some acorns into a crack near its base. Weeks ago, and I saw a little chipmunk trying to squeeze into a tiny hole there. But it was too small for him. Puku, though skeptical, was desperate. Acorns, he mumbled, it's a long way, and exposed. But what if? Puki insisted, her adventurous spirit flickering back to life. What if there's a forgotten cache? We're running out of known ways. Puku, with a deep sigh, Puku agreed. Together, they braved the biting wind and treacherous snow, following Puki's faint memory of a funny pattern and a tiny hole. It was a journey Puku would never have undertaken alone, deeming it too risky, too uncertain. When they finally reached the hollow log, half buried in snow, Puki's bright eyes spotted a tiny, almost invisible crevice. Puku, with his tenacious digging skills, widened it just enough. And there, tucked away, forgotten by jays and chipmunks alike, was a small but precious cache of acorns and dried berries, enough to see them through the harshest remaining weeks of winter. They returned to their burrow, exhausted but triumphant, a new understanding dawning between them. Puku realized that while meticulous planning saved them from immediate peril, Puki's seemingly frivolous exploration had opened their eyes to unforeseen possibilities and unexpected abundance. Puki, in turn, understood that without Puku's careful preparation, they wouldn't have had the strength or the safe haven to even contemplate such an adventure. The lesson of life. As spring finally returned, painting the meadow in vibrant hues, Puku and Puki continued their lives, but with a newfound balance. Puku still meticulously gathered and prepared. But he now took moments to appreciate the sunset, Puki pointed out. Puki still explored and found joy in discovery. But she now listened to Puku's warnings about a looming storm. Life, like the meadow, taught them a profound lesson. It's not about being solely a Puku or solely a Puki. We all have a bit of both within us. The Puku in us represents caution, hard work, discipline, and planning for the future. It's the part that builds resilience, safeguards resources, and ensures stability. It teaches us the value of perseverance and facing reality. The Puki in us represents curiosity, optimism, adaptability, and the courage to explore the unknown. It's the part that seeks joy, finds unexpected solutions, and reminds us to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the present moment. It teaches us that sometimes, the greatest treasures are found off the beaten path. The deepest, most fulfilling life is lived when we learn to integrate these two forces. To plan wisely, but also to be open to serendipity. To work hard, but also to pause and savor the journey. To acknowledge risks, but never to let fear overshadow the possibility of discovery. For in the dance between preparation and exploration, between caution and wonder, lies the true magic of living.